So you want to build a farm that inhumanely harvests the flesh of sheep. I presume that's why you're here anyways. You're looking for a farm that has really good rates, is easy to build and won't crash your computer. Well, have I got just the farm for you. In this video I'll be showing you how to build this wool farm right here. Also telling you about the rates, which heads up a pretty dang good at 2,700 wool per hour. It is a 30-minute build and will only take up a 12 by 12 area, so it is by far the most compact wool farm out there. So let's build it. But before that, I'd just like to quickly say that according to YouTube statistics, I have no subscribers. Like literally zero. And that makes me sad. So this is the material list. You want to start off by finding a nice flat area and by building a 10 by 10 grass platform on it. Yes, it does have to be grass. It's ugly, but it is needed to boost the rates. From there, choose which side you want the front to be, and place a chest in the middle with some hoppers behind it, and some off to the side funneling into the middle like this. Then dig a little hole beneath all of that, and this is where your storage system will be for the farm. So place some double chests on top of each other with some more hoppers facing into them. For reference, this farm will fill up a double chest in an hour and a half, so you might want some more chests down below. Now on top of this, place some powered rails running from front to back, on top of the grass. The inner rows have 7 powered rails, and the outer rows both have 8. In the end, they should look something like this. Then connect up the 2 outer sections with some rails going over the hoppers, and finally join all of the other tracks at both ends. All in all, this should cover the entire grass platform with some rails. Then you want to go to the side of the farm and dig down 2 blocks. Then mine your way all the way across it to the other side. What you'll want to do is place some levers underneath every block above your head. Make sure that you turn them all on, and do this 10 times. Once for each row of the track. This powers all of the rails so that the minecart can complete a full loop around the track. Now to build the actual sheep platform, place a block on top of the rail. By looking at it, you can place a block seemingly in midair, which is a really useful tip. And then you want to build a 2 by 10 section of grass blocks so that it hangs over the chests like this. Go behind that area and place an alternating pattern of observers and grass blocks. The red dot should be facing towards the back of the farm for all of them. Repeat this pattern of observers and grass blocks until you've placed 5 observers in each row. In total, there should be 50 of them, 5 going back and 10 going across but alternating in their position. If it looks something like this, you're doing it right. Now you want to place another observer on top of all of the observers you just placed. The red dot should be facing upwards. And once you have them in place, you'll want to place a dispenser on top of all of them again. And the faces should face forwards towards the chest area at the front. And this whole process is far easier if you start from the back of the farm and work your way forwards. That'll just make placing them all a little bit easier. You want to fill them up with some shears afterwards. I'm using 9 in each dispenser, but you can only put in 1 if you want, if you don't have the iron. From here, you'll want to get some more grass and surround the back and the 2 sides of the farm with another layer of grass. This should overhang the layer of rails by a block on all sides, being 12 by 12 in size. From here, you want to get some glass and place it in a way so it encloses all of the open grass areas. Unfortunately, yes, it does have to be glass, or any other transparent block should work. The areas where there is grass in front of the dispenser is where a sheep will go, so place blocks in the areas that would stop the sheep from being able to escape. Now it's time to actually get the sheep in. This is the tricky bit. The farm uses 50 of them in total, so I'd strongly recommend you build a little sheep farm nearby. To get them in, build a little staircase and lure them up with wheat. It's a bit of a hassle popping them into their holes, but it gets easier over time. You might want to use some temporary blocks to cover the holes you've just filled in with sheep, to make sure that you don't get 2 of them in a single hole, because that would just be a pain, but I just use spawn eggs because I'm lazy. And at this point, the farm will actually start working, so enjoy some of the little rates, but there's still a couple of steps left until we're done. You'll want to place a torch inside every single sheep cell. I put them on the dispenser's faces, but anywhere in there should be good. The grass needs light to spread, so this is quite an important step. Only one thing left to do now. You'll want to build a grass roof over the top of the dispensers. This will also be 12 by 12 in size and will perfectly fit over the top of the beneath layer. Now just AFK and enjoy the wool. You're done. I tested this for a few hours and found that it was producing on average 2,700 wool per hour, which works out to be around 54 wool per sheep per hour. If you want even more insane rates, you could build something like this. This is the exact same build, but with 8 modules piled up on top of each other. After just a single hour of AFKing, these were the results. Yeah, that's 19,000 wool an hour.